Purchasing a new Polaris ATV or side-by-side is always exciting, especially if it's your first foray into off-road riding. The proper maintenance of your vehicle is the best way to ensure that it operates to its full potential. With the right tools and know-how, you can maintain your vehicle from your own garage, ensuring you get the most enjoyment out of your off-road experience. Inevitably, the bushings on your ATV or side-by-side will wear out. However, knowing the signs of wear and likewise the proper parts to replace them with will keep your service intervals much further apart. The bushings between the frame of your ATV or side-by-side and the suspension arms take a lot of abuse. This is one of the main areas where load is transferred into the frame and therefore a lot is riding on your bushings, quite literally. While there is no exact service period to replace your bushings, there are ways to tell if they are getting worn, and early detection is the best way to prevent larger problems. The simplest way to test for wear, play, or slop as we like to call it is to get your unit up into the air and then go ahead and get a hands-on feel and actually put force into the arms of the suspension. Much like testing for play in your wheel bearings, you need to remove pressure from the suspension of the vehicle, as this many times hides the bushing wear due to the weight of the vehicle being loaded onto the bushings. When you can get the unit off the ground one end at a time, you can grab the suspension arms and push and pull to feel any type of excess movement, or in the most extreme wear situations, a clicking from the bushing material being completely worn through to the steel pivot shaft. If you leave bushings in a worn state and continue to ride, you will risk elongating the suspension mounts, which leads to a whole other list of concerns. When you do identify play in one of your bushings, the best course of action is to go ahead and replace both sides, all of them. Then after that, drop your vehicle down, lift up the opposite end that you were working on, and test for play there and determine if you need to replace those bushings as well. Now here comes the part where you have to make a choice as to which line of bushings you want to go with. Polaris offers both standard replacement bushings as well as HD bushings. The standard kit will be the same as your Polaris ATV and side-by-side came to you from the factory with. However, seeing as you're already here and doing the work, I suggest you look at the HD bushings for your unit, as they have a significantly longer service life due to their two-part construction, allowing for tighter tolerances, as well as a superior triple seal to keep water and debris out of the bushing, which leads to wear. Now here's a pro tip for you. If you're like we are here at Dirt Tracks and you always pressure wash your ATV or side-by-side after each use, there's a very high likelihood that high pressure water is going to get past the single seal on your standard bushings. Along with water intrusion, if you like bigger tires and rim packages, more offset, or even use tracks on your rig during the winter months, the HD bushing is the one that you need. They not only keep more water and debris out of the bushing internals, they support heavier loads that larger wheel and tire packages as well as tracks produce. Now the bushings of your ATV or side-by-side are not just the outer composite component. That's just one part to the puzzle that utilizes an inner steel shaft. While many times you can get away with just replacing the outer composite bushing, if your wear has gone too far, the inner pivot shaft may also be compromised. In these cases, you can buy the pivot shaft separately, or for certain Polaris vehicles, they offer a complete kit with a pivot and HD bushing all in one at a significantly reduced cost. Your Polaris dealer will have all of this info for you, or you can go online to the maintenance and service parts page on the Polaris website and verify fitment for your specific model and year. Lastly, always remember to reference the manufacturer torque specs on your specific vehicle when replacing or working on suspension components. Maintenance is important, and to make sure that you get the most out of your Polaris ATV or side-by-side, doing more than just standard air and oil filter changes means that you're going to get the most out of your Polaris product for years to come.